So,
Yeah, Louie.
what do you think of this new time slot?
Well, it's better than nothing, I mean, Baxman's been trained to do everything, and, well, when you fall asleep 3 times because, well, you know how he is, he needed to, up the time a little bit to get back to the lively one that he always is.
Well, yeah, I know that, but you think it's gonna work?
Well, couldn't wait. Good luck, Baxman. Harry, do what you do so well.
Live from the Tamonio Memorial Studios at the Park Forest Apartment Complex in Jackson, Michigan. This is the all new, but very old, but still new, Steve's Sporty Balls. And here's our host, Mr. 10 o'clock himself, Steve Bexley.
And good evening, everybody. That's right. With our Desilu in the Desilu studios here in the complex. And as you can hear in the background, we got a thunderstorm happening here. So, gee, we debut tonight. Hi there. There we go. We debut tonight under a cloud. Thank you, boys. Uh, Vinny just hooked us up. Anyway, we're going to be here unless the storm takes us out. In that case, I will be singing Kumbaya to myself. But anyway, we needed to change the time for a bit because, frankly, I have been exhausted, and Matt could tell you that does not help a show like this. So what we're going to do is very simple. We're going to start an hour early, so we're going to give you all the sports news, sports scores, and everything else going on. We're going to be our witty self, unless the story is a little sad. But we're going to ratchet the comedy portion so everybody can just, be happy, be healthy, and be ready for anything. So, with that said, it's no kidding, especially I call you multiple times trying to wake you up, but to no avail. This is what not only a friend but a producer does, and as you know, Matt Ednetti is one of our producers of the podcast Last Call Cafe, which is going to be coming back next week. We're moving into our palatial studios. If we can get some good light. Beyond that, it's opening season. So let's get to it, Pruitt, with some news from Major League Baseball. Hey, Dandelion, yes, indeed. In fact, yeah, this is our new time, 10 o'clock, because frankly, I got a little tired of sleeping during my show. So we thought it'd be safe to come on at 10 for everyone's sake, including my own. And we're going to do this. We usually don't do this until halfway into the show, but we're going to do this right now. And that is, before we give you all the baseball, football news, and everything else, we got to give you some hockey. We got it because the season is starting to wind down. And there's only a few precious games left. So just waiting for our beloved little teleprompter here to get us to the right spot. Thank you. You know, besides, this early start time gives us a chance to really get in on this. So let's give you the NHL scores right now. Let's start off first with the games that are still going on as we speak. Right now in the second period, the Edmonton Oilers are leading the San Luis Blues. 1-0 in the second period. Also in the second period, we got a tie between the Winnipeg Jets and the Los Angeles Kings at 1-1. And later on tonight, the San Jose Sharks take on the Seattle Kraken. Army Hearties. Time to blow down another team. And that'll be at that'll be the late starter. But here are the finals right now. As we speak, then we got to go to the playoffs on the Ontario Hockey League, the American Hockey League, and the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. That's our hockey board right there, folks, and we'll never forget it. Columbus Blue Jackets have beaten the Colorado Avalanche 4-1. The Pittsburgh Penguins beat the New York Rangers 5-2. New York Islanders beat the Philadelphia Flyers. The Islanders beat the Flyers 4-3. The Detroit Red Wings beat the Tampa Bay Lightning by a score of 4-2. Red Wings still with a chance at a wild card spot. And the Toronto Maple Leafs finally woke up and realized they're a hockey team. They beat the Florida Panthers 6-4. And let's see, you're kidding. There was no other hockey. Oh, there we are. In the Ontario Hockey League playoffs in overtime, it was Sault Ste. Marie over Guelph by a score of 5-4. Kingston beat North Bay 4-1. Saginaw beat Owen Sound 2-1. I guess you could say Saginaw beat Owen Sound soundly. And the Mississauga Steelheads defeated the Sudbury Wolves 4-2. And you're probably all wondering, what about the AHL? What about them? They didn't play tonight. Sad, isn't it? But, folks, believe it or not, I think we got a chance right now, if we can, switch over to the other side of midnight and give you the Molson 3-star selection of the games that have concluded. So, bear with me as we go from one source to another source, give you the Molson 3-star selection. Come on, where are you? No, I don't need that. Let's get it right, people. Get it right. Come on. We need the NHL. We need to give the Molson 3 stars. That is how we know we are good people. Okay, get over here. All right. Come on, get over here. There we are. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't sit under the apple tree for anyone else but me, do I? Anybody else but me? We got the hockey? Yeah. Okay, by the way, Oilers Blues still 1-0. They just started the second period. Also in the second period, still early, Kings Jets still 1-1. For the Avalanche Blue Jackets game, here are your 3 stars, Molson Cup 3-star selection. Okay. The goaltender Tarasov for Cleveland, 45 saves. Nylander for Cleveland, left winger, 2 goals. And Goodbranson had 2 assists. I guess you could say the Blue Jackets covered it. Okay, in the Penguins Rangers game, the Penguins winning 5-2. Here are the Molson Cup 3 stars. Of course, Sid the Kid had to be the first star, the captain, 2 goals, 1 assist. Rust didn't show any rust. He had 2 goals for Pittsburgh. And Nedeljkovic, Pittsburgh goalie, 28 saves. Wow. This race is getting tight. In overtime, Flyers beat the Islanders. No, the Islanders beat the Flyers. Excuse me. Nelson for the Islanders, captain, 1 goal. Frost for Philadelphia, captain, 1 goal. Barzal for the center, 1 assist. Captain, center, captain. Red Wings Lightning, who were the 3 stars in that game? Perron, the left winger for Detroit, 1 goal. Lion, he wasn't a lion, he was the GOAT of all goaltenders, 34 saves. And for Tampa Bay, Cirelli. I thought it was Cicerelli. We welcome hockey back. The center, 1 goal. Okay, for the Maple Leafs, who beat the Panthers 6-4. Matthews for Toronto, 2 goals, 1 assist. Nice for Toronto, left winger, goal and assist. And Florida's only winner was Tarasenko, 1 goal, 2 assists. Yay, hockey. And the Kraken and Sharks start at 10:30 p.m. We won't know until tomorrow who their 3 stars were. Anyway, excuse me. Before we go any further, let's see how good the standings are in the NHL. We did this last night. For those of you that weren't with us, oops, wrong button, boys, wrong button.
I punched the wrong button.
And thought I found true love. You bet another, and you were gone. Okay, come on, get us back to the knuckles. Thank you, boys. Right ones. Thank you, control room. Okay, in the Eastern Conference, the Atlantic Division, the Bruins, Panthers, and Maple Leafs, 1, 2, and 3. Bruins at 101 points, Panthers 99, Maple Leafs 93. In the Metropolitan Division, Rangers at 104, Hurricane at 101, Capitals at 82, and the wild card. And oh boy, this could go to the last game. Right now, the Lightning have the number 1 spot in the wild card with 89 points. Flyers are in the second spot with 82. Close behind them at 80 points is the Detroit Red Wings. Now, if the Flyers or Lightning continue to lose, the Red Wings get on board with the wins. That's why I'm saying this could go to the last game, because the way this looks to me right now, the Red Wings have got a chance at the second spot in the wild card. For the Western Division, Western Conference, Central Division, Dallas Stars with 103, Colorado Avalanche with 100, Winnipeg Jets with 94. Yay. In the Pacific, the Knuckleheads from Vancouver, the Vancouver Canucks. Your crazy Canucks are the top bow wows with 100 points. Edmonton Oilers in second with 94. And the defending champions, Stanley Cup, babe, The Las Vegas Golden Knights with 90. The wild card is, oh boy, it can be anyone's race. Right now, the Nashville Predators have 90 points. LA Kings have the second spot at 87. The Blues have 82. They're in third. And the Minnesota Wild are at 80 points. So this is definitely, the wild card race is not yet decided. It will probably be decided in the last game of the season. We will watch the standings and report on them immediately. Okay, so let's get back to some news. Dandelion Fluff, how was that? We start off with the scores. In fact, we got one more thing before we hit the baseball and everything else, and that is the playoff tracker. Let's give you that. Yes, let's give you that. The NHL's in the home stretch of the 23-24 regular season. Playoff races are healing up atop divisions and on the wild card bubble. Throughout the last 15 or so games, every point will be crucial as teams battle for the positioning. Fans will be doing a lot of scoreboard watching, as we will. Over the next month, and they'll be checking the update standings every month. You can check us at 10 o'clock, Steve Sporty Balls. The playoff picture may change on a nightly basis, so we got you covered with the tracker. It'll be updated daily. We'll bring it to you nightly to show where each playoff hopeful stands as the postseason gets closer and closer. Let's give you what is going on right now. In the Eastern Conference playoff picture, the Atlantic Division, Boston Bruins have 101 points. The current first-round matchup for them will be the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Bruins have recently struggled with 3 losses over the last 5 games. However, they did slip past the Capitals in a shootout over the weekend to get back on track. Florida Panthers, number 2, at 99 points. Their current first-round matchup will be the Toronto Maple Leafs. Much like the Bruins, Panthers have been struggling as of late. They did bounce back with a shootout win against the Red Wings this past weekend. Boo. This team is too talented to let this tailspin spiral out of control. Boo. This one, like I said, down the wire. Toronto Maple Leafs at 93 points. Their current first-round matchup will be the Florida Panthers. Maple Leafs have been the 3rd team in the Atlantic Division for most of the season, but that spot is far from guaranteed. The Lightning continue to creep up on the Leafs, but as we've now noticed, they lost to the Red Wings tonight. And over the final month of the season, can the Lightning come back? We will see as the days dwindle down to a precious few. In the Metropolitan Division, New York Rangers at 104 points. Their current first-round matchup will be the Flyers. Rangers are red hot, 5 consecutive wins, and have supplanted the Bruins as the top team in the Eastern Conference. It should prove to be a back-and-forth affair down the stretch to see who earns that top seed. Carolina Hurricanes, 101 point. Their current first-round matchup will be the Washington Capitals. The Hurricanes have thrived since landing the likes of Jake Gunsel and Evgeny Kuznetsov at the trade deadline. Carolina looks like a juggernaut in the East after outscoring the Red Wings and Canadiens 7-0 over the last 2 games. Washington Capitals, 82 points. Their current first round matchup will be the Carolina Hurricanes. Capitals have come out of nowhere to take the 3rd playoff spot in the Metro Division. For the time being, the Alex Ovechkin of old appears to be back as he tallied 8 goals over the last 2 weeks. The wild card. This is the one we all got to pay attention on. Wild card number 1, the Tampa Bay Lightning, 89 points. Their current first-round matchup will be the Boston Bruins. Lightning are likely the team that no one wants to face in the opening round of the postseason. Tampa has won 8 out of its last 9. And Kucherov continues to be hot. And wild card number 2, 81 points. The Philadelphia Flyers, their first-round matchup currently is slated to be the New York Rangers. Sean Couturier appears to be out of head coach John Tortorella's doghouse for now, but the Flyers just wrapped up a very rough stretch of games. The arrival of goaltender Ivan Fedotov is tremendous for Philadelphia, but they can't drop games to teams like the Blackhawks this late in the season. The Detroit Red Wings, 80 points. Their current first-round matchup, not yet known. Why? Because they're number 3. Red Wings have taken a complete nosedive over the last month with just 3 wins since February 29th. The electrifying play of Patrick Kane may not be enough to get Detroit to the playoffs at this point, but there's still time left. Islanders, they're fading with just 2 victories in their last 10. Head coach Patrick Roy may fall short of reaching the postseason his first year in Long Island, and it may be his last. New Jersey Devils, 76 points. Devils have turned things around lately, including 4 wins over the last 6 games. Deadline acquisition Jake Allen has been solid since his arrival for a team that was very much desperate for goaltending help. They may be desperate in other things, time being one of them. And the Pittsburgh Penguins, 75 points. They dominated the Hurricanes, then followed it up with a win over the Blue Jackets. However, Pittsburgh fell to Columbus in a shootout over the weekend, and that was a game they could not lose. Now, for the Western Conference, let's go to it. Dallas Stars, 103 points in the Central Division. Their current first-round matchup will be the LA Kings. They grabbed the lead in the Central thanks to a 7-game winning streak and goaltender Jake Oettinger. Can they keep it up? We'll just have to wait and see. Number 2, with 100 points, Colorado Avalanche. Their current first-round matchup will be the Winnipeg Jets. Nathan McKinnon continues to make a Hart Trophy push with a super season after dropping back-to-back games for the first time in over a month. The Avalanche bounced back with a win over the Preds. Third, Winnipeg Jets, 94 points. Their current first-round matchup, the Colorado Avalanche. The Jets are going through a big-time slide as they're currently on a 6-game losing streak. They will need to right the ship quickly because, remember, time is of the essence. If they want to hang on to the number 3 playoff spot in the Central Division, they better start winning. The Pacific Division, the Vancouver Canucks with 100 points. Their current first-round matchup will be the Nashville Predators. The Canucks hold a sizable lead in the Pacific Division, and they've won 4 of their last 6. There's really no reason to panic with goaltender Thatcher Demko out of the lineup. Edmonton Oilers, 94 points. Their first-round matchup will be the defending Stanley Cup champion Vegas Golden Knights. Connor McDavid and the Oilers previously looked to be locked into second place, but the Golden Knights are making a late-season charge as they did last season. Edmonton is going to want to have a home ice advantage at the opening round. So wins will be a paramount down the stretch. Speaking of the Stanley Cup defending champions, the Vegas Golden Knights with 90 points. Their current first-round opponent matchup will be Edmonton Oilers. The Knights are getting hot at the right time as they've earned back-to-back wins against the Jets and Wild. Vegas definitely is playing some of their best hockey with 5 wins over its last 6 contests. Could the Vegas Golden Knights go 2 and get 2 cups? Just have to wait. They are getting very hot right now. In the wild card, Nashville Predators at 90 points. Their current first-round matchup, the Canucks. Predators were one of the hottest teams in the NHL, but they've lost back-to-back games. Even still, Flip Forsberg is on a 9-game point streak and is playing his best hockey of the season. Meanwhile, the LA Kings, they got 87 points. Their first-round matchup currently stated is the Dallas Stars. They've fallen out of the number 3 spot in the Pacific Division. They've dropped back-to-back games after previously going on a 4-game winning streak. It could be back and forth between the Kings and Golden Knights the rest of the way. St. Louis Blues with 82 points. The Blues certainly are not out of the playoff picture, but they need to start stringing wins together to catch the Kings and pass them for that final wild card spot. This sports fan says maybe next year. Minnesota Wild, 79 points. They are currently 8 points behind the Kings for the final wild card spot in the West. Minnesota needed to defeat Vegas over the weekend, but they chose to pull their goaltender late in the game, and boy, did it backfire. Possibility of them even getting to the wild card if they lose 4 of their last games, they're done, and Vegas won't have to worry. So there you go. There is the playoff tracker. We will have more from the playoff tracker in the days to come here on Steve's Sporty Balls. But man, okay, let's keep going and going and going. Tonight, for those of you that love baseball, it was indeed the conclusion of the opening weeks, as I like to call it. Tonight was Fox Sports 1's debut of Monday Night Baseball, and something happened for about most of the game. Apparently, there's Fox Sports 1's, well, let's just put it boldly and bluntly, the Fox Sports headquarters in beautiful Hollywood, California, had a power failure. Everything went down, including the control room that was operating the Major League Baseball game. While their announcers were on site, the rest of the game was controlled in Los Angeles. They lost power, which meant you couldn't hear the announcers, you couldn't see their graphics or their camera shots. Luckily, they used some folks from from Bally Sportsnet and the MLB World feed to keep viewers entertained with no graphics or anything. So, but we can give you some scores on that. That was a very interesting first game. Okay, taking a look at some other little spotages. Sporting news before we go into the massive scoreboard. Let's see. Tom Williams suspended 6 games for high sticking. Hockey Canada has named as their new GM. St. Louis Blues' general manager Doug Armstrong will serve in the same role for the national team over the next 2 years. Very good. Okay, later. My feet are made of clay. Guys, we got news. Come on, boys. Come on, we've already done the NHL. That's right, we've done the NHL. It's now time to do the rest of our little sports show. We love hockey. We cherish hockey. But we also cherish other sports. So here we go. Houston Astros. Breaking news. For those of you baseball fanatics out there, we're getting it from CBS Sports. We have our first no-hitter. Cue the music. That's right, folks. Cue the music. Houston Astros pitcher Rondell Blanco put the ziggy on the Toronto Blue Jays in his 8th MLB start. He only allowed 2 walks, but we've had our first no-hitter of this season. Congratulations, Rondell Blanco. Perfect fashion, 10-0 victory. Give you the box scores right now as we blank it up for you. Let's see. It was a perfect game for the Houston Astros. 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors. For the Toronto Blue Jays, zip, 0, nada, runs, hits, errors. Congratulations, Mr. Blanco. You pitched the entire game, gave up 2 walks, 7 strikeouts on 105 pitches. Zoopy. which means if we scram it up, yeah. Let's see here. What are we doing here? Oh yeah, we gotta find out who the pitching was. Blanco, 9 innings pitched, no hits, no runs, no errors, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, no home runs, goose egg ERA, a whip of .23, and a FERP of 38.5. Those are the totals. My God, blessed hallelujah. Okay, so congratulations. All righty, boys and ghouls. Let's see. Now, is this for the ladies or is this for the men's Final Four? Oh, the women's. Okay, USC versus UConn is being played right now. We have an update on halftime. It is USC 33, UConn 33. If we get a final score before we sign off the air, we'll give it to you. We'll give you an update on the game as well before we go off the air. But we'll be back tomorrow with a full recap. We do have some sad news to report in the world of sports. And unfortunately, we are duty bound. We must report it. Former NFL Pro Bowler Vontae Davis passed away at the age of 35. Police haven't released very many details about the situation, but Davis was found unresponsive at his home on Monday. The former NFL cornerback was living in Southwest Ranches, Florida, which is located roughly 20 miles west of Fort Lauderdale. Authorities have announced that they don't currently believe that foul play was involved in Davis's death. Davis's passing comes less than 6 years after he played his final NFL snap. The two-time Pro Bowler famously retired at halftime of a game in 2018 during the final game of his career, which came with the Buffalo Bills. Davis realized after the team's first defensive series that he was done with football. Said Davis at the time, "I went to the beach after that series and it just hit me. I don't belong on that field anymore." His retirement decision came during a Week 2 game against the Los Angeles Chargers. Davis was just 30 years old when he decided to retire. Davis said, quote, "Leaving was therapeutic. I left everything the league wanted me to be. Playing for my teammates while injured, the gladiator mentality, it all just popped. And when it popped, I just wanted to leave it all behind. So that's why I don't care what people say. That experience was personal and not meant for anyone else to understand. It was me, cold turkey, leaving behind an identity that I carried with me for so long," end quote. Despite retiring at such a young age, Davis still put together an impressive NFL career. His first season came with the Dolphins after Miami made him the 25th overall pick in the 2009 NFL Draft. During his rookie year, not only did he see action in all 16 games with 9 starts, but he also led the team in interceptions with 4. Davis's last 3 seasons in Miami before the Dolphins made the decision to trade him to the Colts after the 2011 season. His trade to the Colts was actually documented on HBO's Hard Knocks in August of 2012. Vontae Davis, one hell of a great player, passed away at the age of 35. We'll be back. And we're back. I love this. I gotta tell you guys, I love this new shield on the camera. I love it. Okay, let's lighten the mood, shall we? Yes, let's lighten the mood. I love you, you love me. Let's all have a great evening. Anyway, we're still on. Dear Lord, we are still on. It is raining right now outside our studio. Right outside our little bitty old studio here. Let's let's take a little viewage of the Los Angeles Kings versus the Winnipeg Jets. We'll take just a slight mauve. Let's see here. A slight bit, if it's possible, because with the rain, everything would probably be gone. Oh, goody. Okay, and since we don't want to give YouTube a chance to cancel us, are we on? Thank you. Come on. Hi, how are you? There we go. Okay, right now the score with 3 minutes left to play in the second period is LA3 and yeah, LA3. Whoa, come on, get us back. Thank you. It's LA3. It's, well, we'll just say it, the Winnipeg Jets, I do believe that is. It's a 3-3 tie. And we are having some sort of difficulty here on our first show. Oh boy, are we having a jolly old time. Let's go to the scoreboard before anything else happens. Okay, let's go to the scoreboard here. If we can, thank you. Give you some updates on all the sports going on. In the NBA, the Grizzlies beat the Pistons 110-108. Pacers really mollywopped the Brooklyn Nets 133-111. The Magic proved to be unstoppable. They beat the Trailblazers by a score of 104-103. Celtics over the Hornets 118-104. Suns over the Pelicans 124-111. Hawks over the Bulls 113-101. In women's basketball, right now we got halftime. UConn 33, USC 33. The winner of that will take on Iowa, which beat LSU 94-87. Let's give you some baseball scores. Top of the third, there are some games still going on. Some are final. Top of the third, Yankees lead the Diamondbacks 5-0. Top of the third, Red Sox lead the Athletics 8-0 in front of probably about 5,286 fans in Oakland. Top of the fourth, Mariners over the Guardians 4-2. Bottom of the third, Cardinals over the Padres 4-1. Bottom of the second, Dodgers over the Giants 1-0. Final in excuse me for a second. Final in 8 innings. The Braves beat the White Sox 9-0. Cubs over the Rockies 5-0. Pirates over the Nationals 8-4. Orioles over the Royals 6-4. Final in 10 innings. Reds over the Phils, Reds over the Phillies 6-3. Angels over the Marlins 7-4. Rangers over the Rays 9-3. In 10 innings, the Tigers swamped the Mets 5-0. And as we told you earlier, no-hitter Astros beat the Blue Jays 10-0. In the NHL right now, early in the second, well, let's go to the game that's about ready to go to the second intermission. It's the Kings and the Winnipeg Jets. They're tied at 3 right now. We're watching it. And things are going to, we're still here for a little while, folks. We will not stop. So Kings and Jets 3-3. Right now that is about late in, well, now it is the closing of the second period. 3-3 Kings over the Jets. 7:07 remaining. The Oilers and Blues tied at 1. And just underway, the Kraken and the Sharks. Kraken leads the Sharks 1-0. We've given you some of the finals. Let's give them to you anyway. Blue Jackets over the Avalanche 4-1. Penguins over the Rangers 5-2. In overtime, Islanders beat the Flyers 4-3. Red Wings beat the Lightning 4-2 to keep their playoff hopes for a wild card spot alive. Maple Leafs over the Panthers 6-4. In soccer action, La Liga, Atletico Madrid over Villarreal 2-1. In Series A or Serie A, Bologna over Salernitana 3-0. Cagliari and Verona tied at 1. Lecce and Roma ended the game scoreless. Oh, we got a little dust up as the second period officially ends. Sassuolo and Udinese tied at 1. Lecce and Roma tied at 0. Inter and Empoli 2-0. Inter win. Argentine Premier Division. It's Godoy Cruz over Platense 2-1. Okay. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the scores. Let's give you right now, since we're sort of in our debut here, let's give you a brief wrap on just what is going on. There we go. What's going on with WWE Monday Night Raw? Let's kick it off. As you know, we don't go for the BS. We go straight to the matches that have taken place. And Ivory Nile, well, this is the preview of the games or what's going on Raw. Sami Zayn and Bronson Reed meet in a high-stakes rematch. New Day teams up with DIY to take on the Judgment Day. Ivy Nile and Maxine Dupree face Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell in tag team action. And let's see, do we have any prerequisite updates, you may ask? And I'm glad you do ask, because if not, we would be totally lost here. So let's give you something like a little recap vu here. We're still on the air, by the way, even though out there is a mess. So let's... Oh, wait a minute here. I think do we have it here? Yes. Okay. Let's give you right now live update on Monday Night Raw. Hopefully we have it here. Okay, Bloodline, who rips a darn, Rollins. Okay, Judgment Day taking on DIY and New Day. The winner was Judgment Day. Yay. Let's see, Sami Zayn versus Bronson Reed. The winner, there was a double disqualification due to outside interference, obviously from Gunther. Candice LeRae and India Hartwell versus Maxine Dupree and Ivy Nile. The winner of that, obviously, wow, Maxine Dupree and Ivy Nile. Congratulations. Ivar versus Ricochet, Samantha Irvin's fiance, Samantha Irvin being the announcer on Raw. And the winner of that was Ricochet. Ole. Let's see. Damage Control with Io Sky versus Tegan Knox, Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Stark. Shayna Baszler is now just, I'm sorry to say it, they're using her not in a good way, sort of just trying to wrap up her contract. The winners were Damage Control. So there you go. That's your WWE Monday Night Raw report for this evening. Let us see about everything. Okay, do we have everything here? Yep, everything is titled here, so we're okay. We did the scores. We've done some sports. Let's give you a brief entertainment report. Over-the-air TV network Charge is coming to new cities across the United States for free in a partnership with Disney, believe it or not. That's right. Charge, which is owned by the Sinclair Broadcasting Group, has announced a significant partnership with Disney's ABC-owned television stations bringing the Charge network to viewers across more than 100 U.S. markets this fall. Charge is known for its lineup of iconic police procedural franchises such as Law and Order, Criminal Intent, and CSI New York, will now be accessible on ABC-owned television stations' Diginet 3 channel slots. Okay, let's keep going. We are a full-service show. Former USC guard Ronnie James has transferred to Penn State. Nope, he hasn't. This has got to be. Yes, it is. April Fool's. This has got to be an April Fool's joke. Okay, it is. So forget about what we just told you. Paramount Plus is moving more shows. YouTube larger than cable TV, possibly. Two members, and this is also not an April Fool's joke. Well, two members of Warner Brothers Discovery's board resigned to resolve antitrust concerns. We got the. Do we have everything? Please say we do. If we don't, I'm going to have a meeting with staff afterwards. There it is. We have major. Hold up. Nope. We don't report this. Yep. Another April Fool's thing that we stopped ourselves from reporting. Let's see. Senate investigation whether ER care has been harmed by growing role of private equity firms. New York Times has a story on the Sports Illustrated's owners suing 5-hour energy drink mogul who happens to have Michigan ties. He does own the Traverse City-based Newsnet and Sports Update channels or networks. Excuse me. Let's see. Paramount Pictures, moving on from Star Trek 4, announces a new Star Trek 5. Nope, that's April Fool's as well. Heavy snow possible in Michigan this week. That's not an April Fool's joke for all of us living here. Denny Hamlin reveals post-race text from Martin Truex Jr. after Richmond. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, I'm just, we're just scrolling here. Very nice. Well, interesting and weird here. We're just, picking out little stories here to sort of give you folks a little bit of what else is going on in this world. Yes, UFL punter Brad Wing threw a 40-yard touchdown to a lineman for an absolutely wild trick play. And if ratings are anything, the UFL is done very well. But the mystery still concerns what has happened to fan-controlled football. Yes, it was a thing for about a couple of years. It was on NBC's late, great LX channel. Do we have? Yeah, we do. Let's see if the mic works. What happened to the fan-controlled league? Okay, here we go. Well, according to Sports Pro Media, a third season of FCF, which allows fans to influence everything from team names, branding to selection, league rules, and individual plays on the field, was due to start in May. Parent company Fan Controlled Sports and Entertainment whose investors include Verizon and Animoca Brands, raised $40 million in a series in a Series A funding round as recently as January 2022. A spinoff basketball league, fan-controlled Hoops, was also in the works. However, fan-controlled sports and entertainment co-founder and chief executive Sohrab Faroudi told Sports Business Journal that although starting a third season was a possibility, low cash reserves and challenging capital markets risked a mid-season shutdown that would have jeopardized the company's future. In other words, to translate into English for all of us, they just simply ran out of money. He said there was considerable interest in FCF's core technology and that fan-controlled sports entertainment was close to securing deals for new and existing interactive basketball, motor racing, and golf properties. Faroudi added that he still believes the FCF concept is a good one and that FCSE hopes to stage another franchise-based season in the future. The asking price for a team is said to be at least a high six-figure sum, and the company is confident of selling 8 franchises, the owners of whom would be responsible for their finances. It is unclear what the future of FCH is, nor plans to integrate Web 3.0 elements into the league. The FCF launched in 2021 with the fan-driven concept and the presence of high-profile players helping to generate 250,000 fan-influenced coaching decisions and 10 million Twitch stream views during Season 1. This enticed sports broadcaster DAZN, DAZN, to sign up as a global broadcaster for Season 2. Now, another football startup bites the dust. FCF was a good idea, and it was a promising one, but it, I guess, was not to be. The optimism seemed to have gone out of the Web.3 sports dream of offering decentralized control over sports properties with little to be heard coming out of the DAD or blockchain sectors in this field. The WAGMI United takeover of fourth-tier English soccer club Crawley has been a disaster after the owners came in promising fans a major say in the running of the club. Maybe we're all still lean out consumers after all, and I got to agree. I think in some ways, shape, or form, the fan-controlled sports franchise, the fan-controlled sports idea was, and I'm going to just say it boldly, an idea whose time has come to be a success, but maybe, just maybe, needed a bit more help from some folks, say, like beer sponsors, the more popular types of sponsors, like beer sponsors, football, car sponsors, etc. It was a good idea. Maybe it came a little too late to embrace the technology that we're into today. Okay. So, we got some more stuff for you. We're going to do that tomorrow. Right now, let's give you an update on some games that are going on in progress. And then we're going to be saying aloha to you all. So, what is happening here now? Okay, do we have scores? Oh, we better have something. We better have scores, or somebody's going to be doing some very menial talkie. Okay, apparently we are having a little issue. We do not have a scoreboard. Come on, guys, give me the scores. There we go. Let's go for a quick score update. Nothing going on in the NBA. We just gave you all the final scores. 3:26 remaining in the third. UConn leads USC 52-43. Top of the fourth, Yankees still lead the Diamondbacks 5-1. Bottom of the fourth, Red Sox lead the Athletics 8-0. Small crowd, obviously, in Oakland. Bottom of the fourth, bases loaded. Mariners lead the Guardians 4-2. Bottom of the fourth, Cardinals lead the Padres 4-1. And in the bottom of the third, Dodgers still lead the Giants 1-0. Okay, we got 5 minutes left of the program. Want to thank you all very much for joining us on our debut of our new time. And it went perfect. I stayed awake for the whole thing. It is getting a little wicked out there. I'm glad I'm in here. But sometime when it gets a little warmer, we're going to be doing the show out on our balcony. Hopefully everything will be better then. And our studio is going to be finally complete where we can do the Twitch stream and almost everything else therein. But we want to tell you we're back. This is the time we're supposed to be on. So thank you very much, everybody. Please tell your friends. Please tell everyone you know who are sports fans or comedy fans or both that we do plan to bring you more sports, more fun, and more excitement right here on Steve's Sporty Balls. Why? Because our Sporty Balls are large and in charge. Hello, Tuckerverse, my friend. You have arrived, my friend. It is great to have you here, Tuckerverse. Welcome. And please hit that like button, everybody. Follow, be one of our new subscribers. We're going to try to make this one hell of a fun party. So for everybody here, we're about 3 minutes before we say our good nights. And believe me, the weather is making us do that. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for everything. Be here with us tomorrow night, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, for the best hour of sports power that is ever in. Forget Sports Center. We're now the ones to watch. We thank you, everybody, and remember to always remember, never forget. I forgot. Anyway, have a great night, everybody. For Matt, for me, for everybody involved in this show, which is probably just me, Matt, and Jay. Thank you all very much. We will have more sports talk for you tomorrow, right here on Steve's Sporty Balls. Until then, this has been a Mystifying Creativity production in association with the fun folks of the L2C Media Network. We will talk to you all tomorrow. Sports talk, little entertainment news, maybe some karaoke. We are your entertainment and sports connection, funnier than The Daily Show and more concise than a rabid monkey in heat. Until tomorrow, I am Steve the Baxman Baxley, and as always, I give you love and positivity. Good night, everyone. Blessings. See you tomorrow. So long, everybody.